Yeah, a sight to see for sure. I believe it was AI and Tatum in a 2-on-2 game. You know, small things like that are what makes this team so endeared in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, they really love him out here.
He gets it in there.
A confident scorer. When Haji is draining those mid-range Jays, it helps open the floor up for the rest of his team.
From deep AI. A shot off that time. And Long Island will come the other way. Pass to Nelson. It's hauled in by Randolph. One thing you have to admire about Coach Keller is his commitment
Be
to
disrespectful.
stay involved with the community.
When you create an atmosphere like that within a locker room
made a
and the
mistake.
surrounding city, you get more than the sum of your parts. Keller inspires his players by really making what they do larger than the result on the floor.
Now here is White. 10 points for him. It's stolen by Paul Tatum. With the shot, again, Fort Wayne.
This is not what you call it.
Defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up and down.
And that can get you going. Some explosive plays in transition. They're really keying this run.
And Joseph gets it to go.
Effective at working his magic inside. Give Joseph these opportunities, and he's more than happy to take them.
And with Marcus Young, perhaps the first thing you notice about him is the killer instinct on the court.
Young is a player that is always looking to exploit a weakness or catch a defender slipping up. Sometimes he'll get too focused on that aspect of the game, but I'd say it's worked well for him so far.
Rejected by Dustin Joseph.
Have to be cautious when Joseph is around. He has the skills needed to reject shooters.
A nice shot by Trigg.
And he's a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. That's what he brings to the table.
And out of bounds, the Mad Ants will take it. The Mad Ants leading. Howie Carter, not the most impactful player on the floor for the Mad Ants, but he is a valuable member of the team.
Oh, absolutely. He can give them a spark on occasion, but he's one of those glue guys. Fantastic chemistry with the rest of the team, and he just knows his role.
Now here's Price. Shoots over Grace. Pass to Russell. Picked by Haji. To the left wing. And again, it's the Nets missing. Now Carter. Back to AI. Shoots. But they get it back. Another shot. And it's blocked by Andre Haji.
And shooters beware. Whenever Haji is roaming nearby, he's capable of swatting it away.
Tipped away. Fresh with it. AI's there. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. And that basket pushed the lead to double digits.
You know, if things get around here in Fort Wayne, when the Mad Ants play, the entire city pays attention. The whole city shuts down as they love to support their local G League chapter.
Timeout called, the Nets. And you can see the respect and commitment. Second quarter of basketball, just over 1.5 minutes played so far. Here's Fort Wayne. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And AI throws it down.
And you know how competitive AI is, and you know how strong a player he is when he matches that competitiveness with aggression. Great work to attack the rim.
Now here's Kelsey. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And the head coach of the Mad Ants, Gordon Keller. He's a back-to-the-basics kind of coach. He's going to drill the fundamentals and accountability to this Mad Ants roster from the first whistle to the final horn.
Andrews, and Robert Andrews slams it in.
Recognizing the overcommitment, Kelsey knows it's his responsibility to get it to his open guys.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. And Coach Keller not one to mince words with what he expects.
Absolutely not. If you're playing for Coach Keller, you're going to be sound fundamentally. And that structure he brings is crucial for players in the G League who are really looking to shore up their game.
And when Young is on the floor, you know he is going to be a threat to score.
Offense just comes so easy to Young, and he knows it. You hope he finds a way to expand his game, but when you need a bucket, he is such a good option to have.
Count that one.
What do you do with a guy like that? With his handles, he can take defenders to school.
Joseph, he's covered by Randolph. Haji, good.
He's very efficient from the interior. The size Haji possesses is really one of his main strengths.
Here's White. That's good. And it's Marcus Young with the assist. And AI and the rest of the Mad Ants were involved in some community work recently. They had a booth at the State Fair.
You just have to love that the team is willing to take time and meet fans on an individual basis by having a booth at the fair. It just takes a day for the players, but goes a long way in developing ties with the community.
Here's Joseph. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Still trailing, yes, but their offense is no longer on life support here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they're making some shots now, looking to make up some ground.
Now here's AI. Makes it off the glass.
And of course, AI, a name that might sound familiar to college hoops fans. Had a good run, a big game in the Sweet 16, but ultimately the team came up just short. Still, showed some great potential in what was his final year.
Haji controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
His shooting has been so good today. You know, he might just have to do it all himself to get his team out of this hole.
Marcus Young on the wing. AI. And that one drops for him.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show he's putting on this quarter, and I'm just thankful to be a part of it.
Now here's Nelson. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Pass to Haji. Shot clock at 5. He hits it just before the shot clock expired. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Mad Ants ahead, up 19.
Bro, it's so easy to score up here, so I gotta show it the gameplay, but this is how I don't get my badges. Do not skip the G League games if you messed up on the build. That's the worst thing you can do, is to not do what you need to do. And it's like, if you don't, now you go in the NBA, it's gonna be tough for defense. This is weak. This defense is weak. If you have a scoring build, you just shoot.
Is a comeback on our hands.
Corner specialist.
More of the same as we get the third started. You look at AI in this game, he's been everywhere.
And those threes have been dropping for him. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Yeah, this could not have been a more productive day for him from long range so far.
Well, it has been said time and time again, but it doesn't make it any less true. The state of Indiana loves their basketball.
And it's one reason why a team like the Mad Ants can have such a devoted fan base. It goes across the entire state.
It's in everyone's DNA.
And after not being selected in the draft, AI has humbled himself. Knows he has to prove his worth.
Inside, the dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on AI.
What I like about Joseph is that he's a coach on the floor. Someone his teammates look up to, and that's what you want in a leader.
Pass to Trigg. Randolph with it. AI. He's guarded by Kelsey. AI inside. And the ball out of play. The Nets will have it.
Next ball.
Now here's Kelsey. Guarded by Young. Right side, Joseph. It's stolen by White.
Well, if you ever had the chance to talk to Paul Tatum about basketball, you can really just tell how passionate he is about the game. You pick any topic about the sport, for any part of the game's history, and he'll chew your ear off about anything until the sun comes up.
Now here's Haji. 10 points for him. AI grabs the miss.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control of the boards has given them control of this game.
And guys like Tatum, who have been in basketball so long, sometimes they can lose the drive.
Yeah, and it's natural to get burnt out by any profession when you do it so long. That just isn't the case with Tatum, though. When he starts going on about basketball and what it has meant to his life, it's as heartfelt as any love song. And I love a good love song, Blake. It's just a true basketball lifer Tatum is.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. To the middle. It's tipped.
And Paul Tatum, a Houston native, grew up in that area.
And Tatum was a huge Rockets fan growing up. You talk to him and he'll tell you his love for the game all started with him watching his hometown team as a kid.
Yeah, watching a little T-Mac, a little Yao Ming.
Now here's Fresh. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game.
They need to get way more disruptive defensively. They just can't keep allowing these easy buckets. You know, get a little physical, show some effort.
Defensively, that's job number one. Effort, nothing easy inside.
And he'll shoot free throws. Clearly fouled on the shot that time. The whistle blows. And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. James with the ball. To the paint. And Mucci Fresh with the slam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Yeah, signature move.
And he does it as well as anyone. I mean, just tremendous skill in the air.
And we're well into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Can't hit that one. And Fort Wayne the other way now. On the wing, AI. From the arc. And rebound by the Nets. Here's James. Fresh. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
There's a pattern taking shape. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yeah, 4 of their last 5 baskets have been of exactly that variety.
Now here is White. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Carter. Takes the 3. Yes, and it's AI picking up the assist.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Russell with it, defended by Carter. Down low. Up top, Russell. Fresh. It's good.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
And with Vlad the Impaler, they really run the offense through him.
Every set this team has makes the best use of having an elite center in the middle. Haji is a great presence on the floor, and it's no surprise they built the offense around him.
And that one misses.
One of the best nicknames I've maybe ever heard. Vlad the Impaler. Strikes fear into the heart, doesn't it?
They double him with AI. Pass to Nelson. Here's James. Trigg defending. Picked by Haji. James with the ball. AI's there. Nice shot by James.
A defensive error there, I'm sure. He's a guy they need to pay more attention to.
Screen by AI. Here's Grace. AI. That one falls.
When he has a night like this, it's very hard to imagine AI won't be playing on the NBA stage very, very soon.
Inside. And it's Long Island with another.
They worked it in nicely right there.
And it's the Mad Ants with the ball. Screen by AI. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Outstanding concentration from AI. Good at adjusting his shot through contact and converting.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And out of bounds, the Mad Ants will take it.
You gotta ask, where was he going with that pass? Awful turnover.
To the inside. And he drops in the layup off glass.
AI playing with grit. That was not an easy basket by any means. It really shows how much his game is growing, that he can finish through that type of contact.
James, Daniels covering. Pass to Fresh. And here's James. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Fresh.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa. Putting on a show for these people.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Normally that's something you'd see like in practice or on the playgrounds.
Well, if you've got it, flaunt it, like Tim and his jump shot.
Here's AI, plenty of space, not wasting any time in taking the shot and hitting it.
And you cannot overcommit if you're the defense, because Daniels will burn you often when this happens.
Fresh, and Mucci Fresh with the slam.
Well, their offense is kicked into gear, but it's come just a little too late.
I think it may be, but at least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively, but too bad it's past the point where it'll do them much good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's AI. Basket good.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit. It's just to finish this one off.
Kendrick Price in the high post. Pass to Odom. Shoots a 3. Rebounded by Trigg. And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become. They keep going to him, and he keeps coming through. He's leading the game in scoring.
And here's James, defended by Madison. And here's James. And there it is, the final whistle.
And there were standout stars that I served, but I like the way that the whole team, everybody, came to slow up Vlad and Taylor. That was a key factor in Fort Wayne coming out with the win.
Offensively, the Mad Ants seem to be gelling, and you can just see when this team is on the same page, and they gave us a peek of how deadly they could be on offense tonight.
And that's about all she wrote, folks. For Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga. Thanks for joining us on this presentation of G League Basketball.
Peace, yo.